Hello everybody, this is Lila in Hawaii, and this will be part 2 of the pamphlet book I made with black and white toile. And in the first one I showed you how to assemble a one-way fabric so that it would turn out to be the correct way. So now I've gone ahead, and if you looked at the last video you'll see I was at the point where I need to stitch the pages. So I've gone ahead and I've stitched around all the pages. I stitched right up until I got to the center on each one, right around, stopped at the center on each one like that, stopped at the center, there and there. And you'll notice, if you've done it correctly, that there'll be one folded edge page, one raw edge page, one folded edge page, one raw edge page. And I've already decided that this would be the cover, and I want to cover up the donkey and the couple there because that's not something that I particularly like. So I thought I would put an image on that and put some lace, and I thought I'd show you some ideas just how nice lace is going to look. So I've pulled out some lace. I have some images somewhere. Anyway, there would be an image. That's one image. That's not the one I think I'll use. I may use, I like it with a little bit of a color on it, so I think I'll probably use that as an image just to cover up the donkey there. And I'll surround it with some trims and lace. And I think I showed you before that I pulled out some rickrack, couple of ribbons. This is a toile ribbon, and then this is another toile ribbon, and this is a black and white ribbon. And just depending on how I like it to sort of assemble, I will put in a little bit of color, I'll put in a little bit of brown, and I'll put in some, not only the white lace, but I think I'll put in some tea-dyed lace. I also picked up, this was a fichu, which is part of a blouse that I bought in France. So I'm going to add that somehow to the front, parts of it. Not quite sure how I'm going to do that yet, because I don't want to use the whole piece. I think half of it will be enough. And then I picked out a bag of things. I've got words, and I've got trims, lace, fibers, and some buttons and just pieces. I put them all in the bag. That's one bag. And this is a book plate. I think that might be nice for the front page. I like book plates. So perhaps I could put that there. Little piece of lace or something underneath that. Put the book plate there. And then maybe, I don't know, some trim around that. And then for the spine of it, be nice to put some lace down the spine and sew on some old buttons. I thought that would be kind of nice. Or even put a piece of this down the spine and put on some old buttons. Anyway, I haven't decorated it yet. Now that this is the fun part. I like it when I've got the book assembled and it's all ready to go. Of course, because I'll be putting an image on both sides, I do have to be careful that if I'm sewing anything, that the sewing is in the appropriate place, not running across the middle of a picture that I don't want on the inside. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do is make separate collages, almost the size of the page, but maybe 2 to 3 inches shorter this way and a couple of inches shorter this way, so that there is still toile around the side. And then once I've done the collages, I thought I'd probably go ahead and glue them on. They could be hand sewed because this is 2 pages and it isn't glued together, so you could theoretically just pick up the inside pages and so. But I'm thinking that some nice heavy tacky glue will work. I do like brown on black. I think that is nice. It just lifts the black a little bit. And I'm going to go through my box of bits and pieces and try and pick out, you know, some things that I thought would be nice. I'm going to put a pocket on it too. So say that's, let me go to another page. Say that's a pocket. It's not a pocket, but say it is. And I found a whole bunch of these lovely tags, really, made of corrugated cardboard. And I thought, oh wow, and they're black on one side and this color. So I thought the black side would be wonderful. They can be folded in half or cut in half because there's a line down there. But those would be great peeking out also. So I thought I'd do that. That was another idea. And this is a perfect place for mother of pearl buttons. Didn't bring any out, but that would be good. I'm going to make a shabby flower or two. And of course I'll make that with some of the toile, but also some lace and so forth. What else? I think that's pretty much all I can show you before it's sewn now. But I do like to put some, you know, nicer trims on it. I don't know if you can see, but there's a pearl drop thing there. And I'm thinking that would be nice on the cover. Okay, so go back to the cover. I said I was going to put some lace and an image, not necessarily that image. And then I've got this lovely pearl drop piece that would be perfect for the fastener. It could go down here, but I think I'm going to use it as a fastener. So that's something else that works in. So I'm just trying to gather up some bits and pieces that I think will work, that are not too obviously black and white. And black can be so strong, so it does need to be softened up quite a bit. So the more bits of lace and trims I can put on, I think the better. And I'll probably bring in some other pearls too. Could sew pearls down the spine. Would be something else to do. Anyway, just pick up the camera, so there you go. So there'll probably be a part 3 coming up later. Anyway, thanks. This is Lila. Bye-bye.